I am sure we are all looking forward to GTA 6. It is a game which is coming out in about 7 months' time, which sounds pretty bad and pretty long, but let's not forget we had an entire year of no information after trailer 1. And let's also not forget, in around the middle to the end of May is when we're going to start seeing more marketing, real world posters, trailers on TV or on YouTube, for example, about this game, because marketing has got to start eventually, and all of this new information, screenshots, trailers are going to make this 7th month wait not that bad. Now, why on earth am I talking about GTA 6 on a channel centered around cars? Now, the simple fact of the matter is, I don't think Grand Theft Auto games are any less of a car game or a racing game than Forza, The Crew, or Need for Speed, because the entire point of GTA games is to earn more money to drive around in more cool cars. I mean, it literally has auto in the name of the game, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's pretty focused around cars and car culture. So GTA 5 was a massive upgrade in car customization. In GTA 4, all you could really do was drive into a mechanic shop and the car would come out in a different colour. But in GTA 5, you can have body kits, spoilers, wings, exhausts, paint colours, liveries, you know, everything under the sun. Interior customization, I mean, this game has so much car customization, it completely defeats Need for Speed and Forza and The Crew when it comes to proper in-depth car customization. The only downside being is that they're not licensed modifications or cars. What do I want to see in terms of the cars in GTA 6? First thing is customization. It needs to be more diverse, because a big problem with GTA 5 was that when it comes to the performance modifications, all you could really do was engine, turn it to the max, brakes, turn it to the max, suspension, make it low as possible. And I think that doesn't make any sense, especially the suspension aspect. When it comes to trucks, why on earth do you want to slam a truck to 1mm off the ground? You don't want to do that, do you? You want to make it taller, make it bigger, more capable off-road. And so, from the screenshots, we can actually see that some of the trucks are lifted. And so I do believe we will see lift kits for off-road vehicles, which is going to be really cool. But I do hope as well is that cars which are rally focused, like, you know, Subaru WRXs or the Sultan RS, the Evos and stuff like this, they should also have off-road suspension. I just think overall there should be a customization option for off-road suspension for all vehicles in the game. Other customization factors like paint colours, liveries. What I do want to see is a custom livery editor. Now, I know in a game like GTA 5 that could be quite risky because people could put basically whatever they want on their car, but Forza and Need for Speed are able to have livery editors in games that are not PEGI 18, and they are able to have really good, high quality liveries being made which don't offend people. You know, they have really strict guidelines. I mean, you can't even have a Japanese rising sun on your car in Forza games. It's pretty strict. So if they have like good guidelines to prevent offensive liveries and stuff like this, I reckon a livery editor would be a great feature to have in GTA 6. Now, when it comes to other stuff than just customization, what I really want to see is the handling model improved. Now, if you played GTA 4, for example, you will know that in GTA 4, the cars handled more like cars. They had weight transfer, the car will have body roll, and if you turn too hard in an SUV, the car would, you know, feel like it was going to tip over. But with GTA 5, basically every single car handled like a sports car. They were super stiff, rigid, you know, twitchy, which is more accessible, it's less complex, there's less of a learning curve to drive fast in GTA 5, but I still think it's very important to change that a little bit. I'm not asking for a sim-cade handling model like, you know, Forza, for example, but what I want is just an in-between of GTA 4 and GTA 5. So have some real-world elements of car physics, like, you know, weight transfer, cars that are heavy drive like they're heavy, and sports cars drive like they're sports cars and don't work off-road. I found it very silly that you can just drive up a mountain in GTA 5 in a Ferrari. It doesn't make any sense. So there should be some changes to that in terms of what cars can do what. There should be a strategic choice into what car you choose for certain missions, certain activities or just in general driving around in free roam, because that would just make the game a bit more immersive, but not immersive to the point where it's annoying. You know what I mean? Now, in terms of anything else, what really else is there? Well, for me, it's the economy aspect. Now, this doesn't sound like it's related to cars, but a big problem with GTA 5 was that the cars are just too expensive. Whenever a new car would come out, they would cost 5-10 million quid, which doesn't make any sense. And I know the reason why that is because GTA 5, the economy is terrible. You do one mission and you earn like £5,000, but the cars in the game cost like $1 million. Doesn't make any sense, but that's because of like, you know, the businesses and the hacking and the modding and the shark cards. They want to make you buy shark cards, or if you don't want to pay for the shark cards, you go and mod your game and, you know, artificially inflate your money inside the game, which is what everyone does really, except if you're on console. And also because money glitches, which people have gotten away with, if it didn't change some things about the economy, there'll be no reason to actually play and grind on the game. So what I want to see is them really going down on the cost of cars. You know, a VW Golf Mark 1 shouldn't cost $2 million. It shouldn't. It should be £20,000-30,000 maybe. Just change how much money you earn on the heists, small missions, and that would just mean you don't have to charge 5 million quid for a Vauxhall Corsa. You can charge 2 grand even. You know, there should be realistic pricing for the vehicles in the game, and of course, realistic pricing for the car customization. Because, yes, I know it's only numbers on a screen, it doesn't really make any difference, but it does annoy me how cars in the game, when it comes to pricing, it makes absolutely zero sense. A VW Golf shouldn't cost more than a Ferrari. Like, it just shouldn't. And I really, really hope they stop doing that. You know, charging new cars from updates as, you know, really expensive just because they're new cars. That's just very silly. It should be a case where they're released as at a normal price or on used car lots, for example, if it's an older car. You know, that's, you know, I just think it makes the most sense. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below and I'll be sure to respond. Thank you for watching, see you in the next one, and bye-bye.